Hello and welcome to PnTutorials. My name is Pradnyankur Nikam, and in this video tutorial I will practically teach you the most important 7 DDL or Data Definition Language SQL statements. Let's get started. I have logged in to my MySQL database server. Let's display the list of databases that already exist on the MySQL database server. Show databases semicolon, press enter. Here you can see there are some default MySQL databases. The first DDL SQL statement we gonna learn is create database SQL statement. Enter create database space and then the name of the database. Here I will use PnTutorials. You can use any valid database name you want. As MySQL is case sensitive, use lowercase names only. Do not use space in the name. You can replace with underscore. Use alphabets and underscore only. Do not use numbers or any other special character. Finally, terminate the SQL statement with a semicolon. Press enter. Now, if we enter show databases semicolon SQL statement to display all databases, we can see newly created database named PnTutorials. Similarly, let's create another database named test, like create database test semicolon, press enter, and we can confirm the database using show databases, and the test database has been created successfully. The second DDL statement we will learn is use statement. In MySQL database, before we create tables or store data, we must select or use an existing database. The SQL statement is use and database name. Let's select PnTutorials database we just created. So the SQL statement will be use PnTutorials semicolon, press enter. And we can see a confirmation message that our database has been selected successfully. The next DDL SQL statement we will learn is drop database. The drop database SQL statement will drop, delete or remove an existing database. The SQL statement is drop database and name of the database to delete. Here, let's delete the test database we just created. Please note, if we execute a drop database SQL statement, we will not get any confirmation message. The database tables and data inside that database will get removed right away, and we cannot restore it back. So be careful before deleting any database with data in it. Semicolon and press enter. Now if we show the list of databases using show databases, this time we cannot find test database. The test database is gone. Let's learn the fourth DDL SQL statement, which is create table. First of all, select the database in which we will create a table. We will select PnTutorials database using use PnTutorials semicolon, press enter. Now enter create table. Name of the table, let's say students space opening parenthesis, then inside parenthesis enter the column definition. We will create 4 columns in this table like ID, name, age and class. Now enter column name and its data type. The first column name would be ID, which would be an integer. That means it will store only numeric values. Then comma, second column name, that would be name, and its data type would be varchar, and it will store 40 characters long string. Parenthesis complete for the data type, and the next column, that would be age, and the age would be a varchar 10 characters long. Please note, I am intentionally defining a numeric type of data as a varchar, that is string. I will correct it in the next SQL statement. comma, the next column class, and it would also be an integer, parenthesis complete, and semicolon to terminate the SQL statement. Again, the create table statements is create table, the name of the table which we are creating. Here in our case, it is students. In opening and closing parenthesis, we have 4 column names: ID, name, age, and class, and their respected data types, that is int, integer, varchar, that is string value, then again varchar, that is string value, and finally an integer data type. And all the column names and their definitions are separated by a comma, but not the last one. Press enter, and our students table has been created. We can display the list of tables under a database using show tables, semicolon, press enter, and sure enough, our students table has been created successfully. Now let's learn how we can alter or modify an existing table. While creating the students table, I intentionally defined age column as a varchar, means it will store string values, but age values are numeric. So we will correct it and change the column to an integer. First of all, confirm the column types using describe students, semicolon, press enter, and we can see here the age column is a varchar data type. So let's alter the table using alter table, the name of the table, that is students, modify the name of the column we are modifying, that is age, and a new data type, that would be an integer, semicolon to terminate the SQL statement. Again, we can confirm the SQL statement, alter table, the name of the table which we are modifying, that is students, then modify the name of the column which we are modifying, that is age, and here we are changing the data type as int, that is integer. It means it will store numeric values. Press enter and confirm the changes using describe students. This time we can see the age column is an integer data type. The next DDL SQL statement is to rename an existing table. We can rename an existing table using rename table, name of the table, students 2, and the new name of the table. So let's rename the table as S, semicolon, press enter. Confirm the changes by displaying all tables, show tables, semicolon, press enter. And here you can see we have successfully renamed our students table to a new name which is S. The next DDL SQL statement is to drop or remove an existing database table. First of all, let's display all the tables in our database using show tables. We can see we have this S table. Let's delete the table using drop table, name of the table which we want to delete, that is S, semicolon, press enter. We can confirm that using show tables, semicolon, press enter, and sure enough the S table is gone. In this video tutorial, we learn the most important 7 Data Definition Language or DDL SQL statements. If you have questions, suggestions or doubts, you can ask me in the comment section of this video. Thank you for watching. See you in the next video.